What is up, guys and gals? It's me, Thomas Fan01 here, and today we are going to be taking a look at Goofs in Thomas Comes to Breakfast, the US version. The winner of this episode's shout out goes to Doodlebops FTW. Yeah, it's spelled DOODLEBOPS, capital. Actually, it's a space, then capital F, capital T, capital W. Thanks, man. You won the shout out. I usually give it away to the first commenter of any new video. So those who want to win a shout out, start hitting that comment button like right now. Like do it now. So anyways, without further ado, let's get into this episode and see how many goofs we can spot.
Thomas the Tank Engine has worked his branch line for many years and knows it very well.
I'm really curious. I think that's a boat or something right there. Alright, and here's where we come to the first goof. See this train here? That car is derailed. Okay, here's where we come into the next few goofs here. This white thing here, what the heck's going on here? That's got to be a goof because, you know, if you're going to make models and you're going to be able to make them look somewhat realistic, you got to make sure that there's no scrapes on them.
Where to stop, Thomas? Laughed his driver. You could almost...
The camera was a little shaky in that last spot, but here we come to the next goof. This ear... What ear is to speak of? There is no ear. Some paint mishaps here and here. The eyes literally looked like maybe somebody who was, I don't know, drunk drew them. Because you can tell this is not professional artwork here. Like, this is a major goof.
Manage it without me. Thomas had become conceited. He didn't realize his driver was...
Also, what's going on with that lamp here? This is very, very dirty, very, very not, not professionally done. This is like, again, they just stuck on some clay, made a little bit of, made a little lamp thingy and shoved a little blue tack underneath it and just, stuck it on there, Also, what the heck's going on with this neck here? This neck on the driver. What's going on with that?
Joking.
Like, literally, look, what's going on with that neck right there? That's like totally a goof.
Later, he boasted to the others. Driver says I don't need him now. Don't be so daft.
Okay, usually this happens with Percy, but it's not happening this time. Usually his face is misaligned. Here you can actually see it's not misaligned, and it looks like they fixed that, that problem, or this is actually this is before Season 3, which was Percy James and the Fruitful Day, so this actually looks nice and clean. I have nothing to say about this, but actually I have one slight issue. If you look really close, you can see that there's a bit of a smudge down here on the footplate there, so yeah. Let's get this zoomed back in correctly. Aim that camera back up. And let's continue.
Snorted Percy. I'd never go without my driver, said Toby earnestly.
What the heck's going on with these workmen here? Like, I swear they literally just reused the lead models from Season 1. Like, for those of you who do not know, Season 1, they used lead models for all of the people. So, and now my camera tripod is a little wonky. Let's see if we can't fix that. Give me one second to fix this. And I fixed it. Let's go back here. The windows are open. Okay, here is the next goofs that we're going to find. There's chipping on Thomas's face right next to his eyebrow, right where my mouse is. There's a little bit of paint bubbles here. There's dust all over the front of his footplate. This coupling has some sort of white thing going on down here. I don't know what this is. What is it? This is up here. There's a little bit of a thing right there. I'm not 100% sure what that is. So, you know, this could have gone better.
I'm not scared. You'd never dare.
Let's see.
I would then.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
The next morning, the firelighter came. Thomas drowsed
Door is
comfortably
moving.
as the warmth spread through his boiler. Percy and Toby were still asleep. Thomas suddenly remembered.
They did not. Here, let's go back here.
Percy and Toby were still asleep. Thomas.
They didn't fix any of the issues with Thomas's face here. They still have problems with that, and there's still this little weird thing going on up here. And to add more to that, if you look really close, there's even more. Like, there's more of them, like right up here. Oh, and there's a little smudge right there. There's a little divot in his face.
Suddenly remembered. Silly stick in the muds, he chuckled. I'll show them.
I think Toby's derailed. I'm not 100% sure.
I'll just go out.
It's a little
and I'll
off kilter,
stop
though.
and wheesh. That'll make them jump. Thomas thought he was being
This
clever,
model's
but
got
really
sticky
was
tack
only
down there.
because a careless cleaner had meddled with his controls. He soon found his mistake. He tried to wheesh.
There's a problem. Okay, let's go back here.
He soon found his mistake.
What the heck's going on with these eyebrows? These eyebrows just... I feel like a 7-year-old walked up on set and said, "Can I draw you some eyebrows?" And then all of a sudden, this is what they came up with. There's a little... Instead of a divot, there's a bump right there on his face. This is just not good. And his eyes are twitching.
He tried to stop, but he couldn't. He just kept rolling along. He didn't dare look at what was coming next. There was the station master's house. The station master was about to have breakfast. "Horrors!" cried Thomas, and shut his eyes. The house rocked, broken glass tinkled, plaster was everywhere. Thomas had collected a bush on his travels. He peered into
Something
the
wrong with his face there, but I think it's pretty respectable. I think the fact that there's, you know, plaster and stuff on his face is kind of respectable, considering the fact that he just busted through a door. Or not a door, he busted through the side of a house. So yeah, that's what's going on with that.
The station master was furious. His wife picked up her plate. "You miserable engine," she scolded. "Just look what you've done to our breakfast."
Okay, before we continue, I have to say this first. You know, you're more concerned about the breakfast and you're more concerned about the breakfast than the fact that Thomas literally just busted through a wall, almost ran over the children at the table, and you know, your lives were in danger, and all of a sudden now it's like, oh, now I'm furious because I have to cook more breakfast. No. In this sort of situation, you'd be a little more grateful considering the fact that you almost got ran over by a train. I'd say this is kind of stupid.
"Now I shall have to cook some more." She banged the door. More plaster fell. This time it fell on Thomas.
That sound effect and the plaster falling was really delayed.
Thomas felt depressed. Workmen propped up the house with strong poles and laid rails through the garden. Then the Scottish twin engines Donald and Douglas arrived.
Okay. Problems with Donald and Douglas. You can clearly see the model of the train they use down here. Right there, there's some circles. Right here, there's some sort of circuitry kind of thing going on there. Or maybe it's gear reduction, I'm not 100% sure. And if you look very close, you can actually see sticky tack being used on the driver and fireman in Donald specifically. So, you know, details. Whoa. Let's press back to play. His nameplate's starting to come off. You can totally see the sticker starting to come off here. And there's a little bit of gappage between the eyes. It's not that big of a deal. This was intentional because the twins have some sort of squinting thing going on there. So, also, how hard was it to put like some white teeth in there or something? I can forgive the sticky tack and the nameplate falling off, but I don't know why you couldn't just add, I don't know, maybe a little bit of white up here for some teeth. But hey, I'm not Britt Allcroft, and I definitely was not David Mitten. So details.
We'll soon have you back on the rails. They laughed.
Takes a lot of effort to pull him out. You can also see the house kind of moving. And he's just magically still on the rails. Magically. And the bush changed. It changed.
Thomas was in disgrace.
The bush keeps moving in every other shot. I mean, I'm not even kidding.
There was worse to come.
How did he magically go from, the house, and then from the house to the sheds? And what the heck's going on with this buffer thing going on here? This piece is supposed to be down here, along with this piece supposed to be down here. This is just another buffer beam. This is a fake buffer beam. Wow, I'm getting real tired of this. You're changing all the models and stuff, and then you wonder why people go back and make sure that they can look at the thing, and you can even see where it detaches right here. It stops being part of the train as soon as it hits this buffer beam right here. This is not acceptable. This is terrible because there's not even a coupling piece here. It's right behind it, right there. You can see it very clearly. It's right there. And then on top of that, there's some sticky tack down here, and I'm not sure, but I think there's a little bit of sticky tack down here. I could be wrong. Correct me if I am. And then, and then Thomas's face is just magically not covered with plaster anymore. And the fat controller, really dusty and dirty right here. You can clearly see it. A lot of goofs in this scene right here.
Trouble, Thomas. I know, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
The bush moved yet again. And there's fishing wire right here. There's totally fishing wire right here. What the heck's going on? And you can clearly see the lead bits on this guy here. Like, there's not even a face. It's just, oh my gosh, it's just the lead base right here. You can clearly see the metal on the guy's neck. There's no face painted here. What the heck's going on?
Thomas's voice was muffled behind his bush. You must go to the works and have your front mended.
There's fishing wire here, too. Right here. And they just reused the shot from the last scene, from the scene before the last one. They reused the shot.
It will be a long job. Yes, sir. Meanwhile, a diesel rip...
Okay, there's a dimple on his nose. There's this little divot on his nose and a divot on his chin. Okay, this is something I was going to make out make clear in a different video. But you can clearly see that the top hat, is connected to the head because you can see the paint right. It's not that bright, but you can, if you go back and watch the original episode without me filming it, you can actually see the paint from the head come up and like kind of surround the hat. So you can see it. There's also this little smudge here. I'm not and there's a little bit of dust on him. I'm not 100% sure. I gotta clean off my screen just a bit to make sure I'm not seeing more stuff. So, just, some stuff you might want to look for.
Car will do your work.
Again, the bush moved, and you changed the face. There's no plaster on the face. And again, this guy has, like, 0 neck right here. And it's just a little lead minifigure right there.
Diesel, sir? Thomas...
Oh, there's also dirt on his eye. Like a major dirt on his eye.
Yes, Thomas. Diesels always stay in their sheds.
Okay, you can clearly see the fat controller's arm, like right here, right where my mouse is, right underneath, right there. You can clearly see the lead is, I don't know if it's the lead or if this was a wooden figure, but you can clearly see the line that they were trying to cover up so hard, but they couldn't do it. The divot on his nose is still visible. The divot on his chin is still visible. There looks to be a little bit of charcoaling underneath his mouth, just a little bit of divot there. There's also a chip on the hat here. There's also some other stuff going on over here with this arm. There's like smudge here, smudge there, smudge here, and you can also tell the arm is one piece because the white shirt underneath the paint from the white shirt underneath comes up and over the coat that he's supposed to be wearing. Again, the bush moved, and the fishing wire has still stuck in place, and the dirt on his eyes has not been fixed. And the driver, or whoever this guy is here, you can clearly see they painted over the metal lead neck.
Never gallivant off to breakfast in station masters' houses.
I just have such a big problem with this thing here. Right here, like, you can clearly see they did not even try to cover it up as well as they could have. This is a disaster. So yeah, that was we will get into that one we will get into that episode the next video. Anyways, a lot of goofs in that episode. It was just, oh my gosh, some things were unforgivable, some things were forgivable because they were on a tight budget, some things were just like, I don't know why you even filmed this, I don't know why you didn't go over things at least once, twice, maybe 3 times over, and it didn't happen. So, once again, congratulations to Doodlebops, capital FTW. Congratulations on winning this shout out here. So, anyways, without further ado, I'm going to end this episode saying don't forget to subscribe for more content down below. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. Don't forget to leave a comment about what goof video you want to see me do next. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button like I said previously. I really do like subscribers because, you know, it helps me get through the day with a lot of YouTube stuff. It helps. So, anyways, thanks for watching. This is Thomas Final One saying goodbye for now and peace. Hand in the face.